In a significant escalation of the Israel-Hezbollah conflict, a drone attack by Hezbollah on an Israeli army base killed 4 soldiers and injured many others. This comes as the U.S. prepares to send a sophisticated missile defense system to Israel, signaling deeper involvement in the region. Tensions between Hezbollah and Israel have intensified, leading to daily skirmishes and threats of further escalation. In a deadly attack, Hezbollah targeted an Israeli Defense Forces (IDF) base near Binyamina in central Israel, killing 4 Israeli soldiers and leaving 7 others critically wounded. This marks one of the deadliest Hezbollah strikes since Israel's ground invasion of southern Lebanon began about 2 weeks ago. Hezbollah, the Lebanese militant group backed by Iran, claimed the attack was retaliation for Israeli airstrikes on Beirut last Thursday, which had killed 22 people, including civilians. The attack was carefully coordinated and took place during the evening meal at the Israeli base. Hezbollah reportedly launched dozens of missiles towards cities in northern Israel, including Nahariya and Acre, with the goal of overloading Israel's air defense systems. Simultaneously, Hezbollah deployed squadrons of Iranian-made drones, which were small, difficult to detect, and able to bypass Israeli radar. The drones struck the base's dining hall, where many Israeli soldiers, including officers of the elite Golani Brigade, were gathered, causing severe casualties. Israel's National Rescue Service later confirmed that 61 people were injured in the overall attack. Such large numbers of injuries are rare in aerial assaults on Israel, as the country usually relies on its advanced air defense systems like Iron Dome. However, Hezbollah's use of small, hard-to-detect drones has posed a growing challenge for Israel's military. Over the past year, Hezbollah has improved its drone capabilities, which now include drones that emit weak radar signals, making them harder to intercept. This escalation in hostilities between Hezbollah and Israel comes as the United States prepares to send a terminal high-altitude area defense, THAAD, missile defense battery to Israel. The THAAD system is one of the most advanced anti-missile systems in the world, designed to intercept short, medium, and intermediate-range ballistic missiles at high altitudes. The deployment will reportedly involve around 100 U.S. troops, signaling a deepening American involvement in the conflict. The last time the U.S. deployed the THAAD system to Israel was in 2019, but this time it reflects a more direct response to the escalating threats from Iran and its allies in the region. When asked why the U.S. decided to send the THAAD system, President Joe Biden said the goal was to defend Israel. This comes after reports surfaced that Iran had fired more than 180 missiles at Israel on October 1st. The Pentagon has confirmed that the U.S. has been making broader military adjustments to support Israel and defend U.S. personnel in the region against potential attacks from Iranian-backed groups. Despite the U.S. support, Iranian officials have warned against this deployment. Abbas Araghchi, Iran's foreign minister, stated that by sending U.S. troops and missile systems to Israel, the U.S. was putting its forces at risk. He added that while Iran has made efforts to contain a wider regional conflict, it would not hesitate to defend its interests if necessary. In a statement early on Monday, Hezbollah threatened to carry out more attacks if Israel's military operations in Lebanon continue. The group described the Binyamina attack as a complex operation aimed at overwhelming Israel's air defenses and using newly deployed drones that managed to evade detection. Hezbollah also claimed responsibility for launching missiles towards cities in northern Israel to keep Israeli defense forces busy, while drones targeted the training camp. The Israeli Defense Forces, IDF, confirmed that the attack had indeed struck the dining hall, causing extensive damage. The IDF has responded with more airstrikes on Hezbollah positions in southern Lebanon. Meanwhile, diplomatic concerns are rising. The United Nations peacekeeping mission in Lebanon, UNIFIL, reported that 2 Israeli tanks had forcibly entered a UN base in southern Lebanon, destroying a gate. UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres condemned the incident, calling for restraint and denouncing the attacks that had injured several UN peacekeepers. Guterres reiterated that UNIFIL troops would remain stationed in all their positions and continue their peacekeeping operations under the UN flag. With both sides trading almost daily fire, the conflict shows no signs of slowing down. raising fears of an all-out war in the region. The situation remains highly volatile as both Israel and Hezbollah prepare for further military confrontations, while international efforts to de-escalate the conflict have so far been ineffective.